It is 2 in the morning, and your dog has a perfectly good bed of their own. Instead, they are right here under your blankets, even though the room is not cold at all. You try to push them away, but they just press their heavy back firmly against your legs. You have been calling this stubbornness, but researchers in canine neuroscience have a very different word for it. What they found explains not just this sleeping habit, but almost everything else your dog does. By the end of this, you will never look at their bedtime routine the same way again. Welcome to The Dog Nerd, a channel about the actual science of the dog and human bond. We are going to start with the sweet reasons and then move to the ones that matter most. Every night, your dog walks past their expensive orthopedic bed just to sleep on your discarded shirt. Most people think this means they simply want something soft that smells familiar to them. But behavioral neuroscience tells a completely different story about what is happening in their brain. Gregory Burns at Emory University in 2015 published a groundbreaking study in social cognitive neuroscience. He found that the scent of a familiar human activates the canine reward center more than food. Alexandra Horowitz at Barnard College confirmed dogs use continuous olfactory mapping at night to monitor your state. They are not just seeking comfort, but actively bathing their brain in the neurochemistry of absolute safety. Try leaving a worn piece of clothing in their bed tonight, and watch how quickly they settle. Keep watching because the next behavior is the one most dog owners completely misread as a problem. Sometimes your dog sleeps so close to your chest that you can actually feel their heart beating. You probably assume they are just cold and trying to steal some of your excess body heat. The data disagrees significantly with that theory and reveals something much more profound about their biology. Stanley Coren at the University of British Columbia found dogs experience identical rapid eye movement sleep cycles. Adam McLosey at Eötvös-Loránd University found adult dogs use owners as a secure base for resting. They are physically syncing their breathing and heart rate to yours to stabilize their own nervous system. Your physical presence acts as a biological anchor that allows them to reach the deepest sleep stages. Let them stay close for the first 20 minutes of sleep to help their system regulate perfectly. Keep watching because the way they look at you before falling asleep means something truly extraordinary. Right before they close their eyes, your dog will often stare directly into yours for a moment. Most owners think this is just a random glance before they finally drift off to sleep. But researchers studying the human and dog bond have discovered a powerful chemical reaction happening right then. Take Fumi Kikusui at Azabu University, published in Science, found a massive oxytocin increase during this sustained gaze. Evan McLean at the University of Arizona found physical contact promotes cooperative behavioral synchronization between our species. That eye contact creates an oxytocin feedback loop, flooding both of your brains with pure bonding chemistry. They are not just looking at you, but actively building a chemical bridge of deep emotional attachment. Before we get to the most interesting part, subscribe now to understand the science of their love. Keep watching because the way they position themselves at the foot of your bed changes everything completely. Many dogs insist on sleeping right at the foot of the bed, or completely blocking the doorway. Most people assume this means they are trying to guard you and protect the entire bedroom space. But behavioral neuroscience tells a different story about what is actually happening in their ancient ancestral instincts. John Bradshaw at the University of Bristol found close physical proximity reduces their cortisol levels by 40%. Clive Wynne at Arizona State University found that dogs consistently prioritize sleep proximity over access to high-value treats. Julian Kaminsky at the University of Portsmouth found that dogs evolved specific resting muscles purely to increase bonding behaviors. By placing themselves at the perimeter, they are integrating into the pack structure and securing communal safety. It is not about guarding territory, but about wrapping themselves in the collective security of your family. Keep watching because there is one version of this behavior that you should never ignore or dismiss. Everything we have covered explains why healthy dogs do this, but sometimes this habit means something entirely different. If your dog suddenly stops sleeping with you or starts pacing at strange times, pay close attention. This affects approximately 20% of older dogs experiencing canine cognitive dysfunction, and most owners miss it completely. The good news is, if you have made it this far, you are the kind of owner who notices. There is one explanation for their strange nighttime behavior that science can only partially resolve for us. Dogs can detect ultraviolet light and ultrasonic frequencies that our human senses simply cannot perceive at all. For those who believe in something beyond what science has yet measured, the question remains genuinely unresolved. Has your dog ever stared at something in your dark bedroom that simply was not really there? When the lights go out and the house settles, they are not just looking for a comfortable mattress. Now that you are finally lying here next to me, my anxious heart can finally breathe again. This is just how I tell you that you are my person and my only safe place. They wait all day just for this quiet moment, when the entire world shrinks down to just you. The same quiet breath, and the same steady heartbeat, and the same ancient comfort of being together. That is trust, and that is absolute love, and that is 15,000 years of beautiful shared evolution. You are not just their warm bed, but you are their entire biology and their favorite experience. If this changed how you see your dog, and made you want to go find them right now, subscribe to The Dog Nerd every single week as we go deeper into the incredible science of their love. Drop a comment below because I want to know exactly where your dog sleeps tonight. Next video, we are looking at what happens in your dog's brain before they trust a stranger.